It is the 131st Women's Singles Final at the US Open, and it's Madison against Sloane.
Play. Lovely.
Bookmakers make Madison, most of them do, 2-1 on as the favourite out here. But I'm guessing so much of it is how you wake up on the day. You play big Grand Slam finals in doubles, how much of it is just that feeling in the morning of when you wake up and you're just focused on the match?
That is important. Also the warm-up, how you felt in the warm-up. And the first game, when you come out and you play your strokes and the strengths you have well immediately, i.e. the serve for Madison, boy, does it calm you down.
Up from where she left off against Van der Weyck. A clean opening service game for 22-year-old Madison Keys.
First game.
I spoke to Kamal Murray before this match, and Sloane Stephens, he wanted her to get a lot of first serves in. You don't have to hit them big. Just get the first serve in and start the point with that shot.
Guys, for all of the people who are listening who aren't actually here in the stadium, the ball is coming off so cleanly off of both of their rackets. It is being thumped out here.
Let the second service.
And that helps so much when you come out and you kinetically feel the ball on your strings early on, then it just settles you down to know, okay, all right, I'm seeing the ball well, I'm playing well, let's just play.
Game.
I love service games. This is a 15 service game, and both women safely aboard in this US Open Women's Singles Final.
One game
so
over.
we've seen already in this match, in these two games, sort of the things that we expected. That if they didn't play well, or if they did play well. Madison, obviously, the serving immediately, huge. But making early errors in the second game. It's on Madison Keys' racket more today.
I would also say, in looking at both players, there is really a calmness about Sloane Stephens. That's what I was kind of wondering what we'd see initially, whether she'd have a few more nerves. She's shown that in the past, but today she looks calm.
Sloane has that very calm demeanor on the court at all times, and whereas Maddie sometimes comes out breathing heavy, a little bit more anxiety.
There's very few people that can hit through Sloane and can hit her off the court. Certainly Madison has that ability. The question is, can she rein in the unforced errors?
Another thing that Kamal wanted Sloane to do on the second serve, rather than try and take it early, is go back, which she's comfortable doing, and drive the ball through the court deep, which she tried to do then, just a little long.
For service.
Very, very well in their first Grand Slam final. And on serve, 2-1.
Kids lead 2-1. First set.
On Monday's rankings, but all eyes on a player unseeded and the world number 16. When you think that at the start of this year both players missed the Australian Open, they were texting each other from their sofas in their respective homes because they were both laid out post-surgery. Could they have ever imagined a day like today? I very much doubt it. That wasn't in their personal scripts for 2017.
No chance. I mean, 1,000,000 to 1 if you'd said to them. And two devastatingly tough injuries for tennis players. The navicular bone in for Sloane Stephens.
Game Stephens.
To back love service games for Sloane.
Two games in the first set.
The navicular bone doesn't get a lot of blood supply, so it's one of the toughest bones to recover from.
And for Madison,
the wrist.
The left wrist. Now, stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat and YouTube, and you can join the conversation with #US Open. This match has been billed as the slugger against the runner. And I think that last point is a good example of the billing. Lindsay Davenport, the champion here back in 1998.
Champion in 1997. Martina Hingis won the mixed doubles today, 20 years later.
Even though Madison won that
15-13,
Sloane getting a better trajectory on her ground stroke. She's getting a little more spin, getting it up a little bit, making it a little tougher for Madison to hit out.
So a real opportunity now. That is Madison Keys' mum right there. How nervous must she be? Madison's mum is here and Sloane's mum is here.
Yes. Christine, Madison's mother. Sybil Smith. Yeah, Mum's very nervous. 2 break points. It's a really loose game from Keys. It's Stevens with the first break. She leads 3-2 first set.
Stevens leads 3 games to 2. First set.
So this is the area that
15
a lot of pundits were saying. It was on Madison Keys' racket, and early on you can see that she's starting to panic a bit. She doesn't want to get into these long points with Stevens because Stevens is such a good retriever. And hey, Sloane's not just a retriever. If she has a ball to hit, she can belt it. But for Madison, she has to stay reasonably patient. So she's fighting herself right now if they get into a long rally of actually not panicking. She's made 9 unforced errors already in this match, Madison Keys. Sloane 0. Sloane has made 0 unforced errors.
And she made 9 unforced errors in the entire match against Coco Vanderweyde.
Outstanding.
Fifteen, 13.
One of the things that Madison Keys said after the match the other night was that when she was asked about playing Sloane, she said it's a new Sloane. It's a completely different Sloane Stevens we're seeing now with her grit and determination on the court. So Madison was very aware that this wasn't somebody that she'd played before. And the last time she played her, she still lost to her.
So slow, she was making a lot of unforced errors there. She was able to work her way into the match. Here, she's still a lot cleaner.
As you like, Stevens backs up the break.
Stevens leads 4 games to 2. First set.
There's an example of everyone talking about Sloane Stevens being a great mover and a retriever and uses her speed, but I'm telling you, when she lets go of the forehand, it has huge amounts of spin. And it's big.
15 on
point, Renee, and right now, Sloane is really hitting at probably 70%. She can hit bigger.
Let for service.
Just pressing.
30 all.
12 unforced errors already in this match.
One other point to make is for Stevens, she is standing in. She's not moving back on the Madison Keys serve. She's standing just behind the baseline, moving forward.
(40-30). Game keys.
Keeps it to just the one break, but it's Stevens ahead, 4-3 in this first set.
Stevens leads 4-3. First set. (15 left).
That right there in the middle is Sybil Smith, Sloane Stevens' mother. Different surnames because she took her father's, who passed away tragically 3 or 4 years ago, his name originally.
Just not missing, and if you wonder where she gets her athleticism from, she's so fluid and elegant on the court. Her mother was a top backstroke swimmer in the American collegiate system. Her father was John Stevens, the New England Patriots running back. Good genes, and it shows. Stubbsy, you were telling me right at the start of the tournament there was a moment when these two might have ended up playing doubles here together, and I think they made a pretty good team.
Well, actually, they'll admit that they're a terrible team.
Oh, talked a lot.
40-30.
Second wrist surgery that she had to deal with, a problem with a nerve issue, which came from all the cortisone injections that she'd had before the first surgery at the end of last year. Had that surgery after Roland Garros. She said since then she's playing with so much more freedom.
Game Stevens.
Still a little uptight in this final, and Stevens extends her lead.
Stevens leads 5-3. 15 love.
What I expected, you know, when people said that Madison can hit anyone off the court, and I agree with that, but Sloane Stevens moves so well and she absorbs pace and hits it back with something as well as anybody.
One other thing, guys, to watch for is the tape strapping on Madison's right leg. previous point, she sort of bent that leg almost as if to test it out. She's going to have to run a good bit more in this match because of the defense of Sloane Stephens.
Madison has won so efficiently in the last couple of matches that she hasn't had to be that physical. So you're absolutely right, Chanda. This is a different physicality type of match.
Challenge the call on the left baseline. The ball was called in.
First chase review of the final.
Well, I tell you what, if there's been a signature shot from Sloane Stephens this tournament, it has been the backhand down the line.
And she makes it with ease.
30-14.
That's stunning.
Keys
backhand
has
down the line.
2 challenges remaining.
5-4 down in the final set against Venus Williams at 30, or it saved her US Open. She's a set point here.
She also hit match point winner down the line, backhand. Absolutely executed the return she wanted to. And bad footwork on that second one.
For service.
You can really see it courtside how she's opening up the court, and this is high percentage tennis. Madison is going to have to attack when she can, cut off some of these points, and she's been successful thus far with that play.
The big, deep returns. It allows Sloane to move parallel after the next big shot from Madison, whereas Coco was inside the baseline. If she didn't hit a great return, she then had to backtrack in a backwards motion and could not handle the pace from Keys, whereas Sloane is hitting it deep and just waiting for the ball back there behind the baseline. That's the difference in this match.
For service. Advantage, Stephens.
Second set point for Stephens. Stephens, the more consistent in this opening set, and she's the one who takes it by 6 games to 3 in just half an hour.
By 6 games to 3.
actually, Stubbsy. She lost the middle set to Venus Williams in the semi-final, and she lost the middle set to Yulia Gergis in the fourth round, and to Cibulkova. And she lost the opening set to, and she lost the middle set to Cibulkova in the second round. That's a lot of middle sets. So how does she change it out here in the final?
I think she's feeling very comfortable right now. I think she knows exactly what Madison Keys' strengths and weaknesses are. She knows that the weaknesses are coming up today for Madison. 18 unforced errors. So you stick with the game plan. Keep the ball deep on the returns. Don't allow Madison Keys to hit you off the court on the first shot. Use your speed. Make Madison beat you. Sloane Stephens has made 3 unforced errors in this entire match. As clean as a whistle. Sloane has done a great job this match, and it's what Kamal Murray wanted her to do. Get a lot of first serves in. Don't try and hit them too hard. She served at 70% of the match.
Advantage Stephens.
And she's winning 78, now 79% in the match. And that is huge for her tonight. There was one thing that she doesn't do as well as Madison, is the second serve.
Looking very, very comfortable here. And Stephens heads into a set and 1-love lead. Now, recent history. Okay, I want to throw this. Obviously, a lot of nerves for them. Both of them first Grand Slam final in the States. Huge spotlight. Is Stephens, the fact that she has a safer game, a little more height across that, is that helping her out here?
No question. Because she's playing her game. She's not changing her game. She's not doing anything differently. She's playing exactly how she did against Venus Williams. Run the ball down. Don't make errors. If the ball's there to be hit for a winner, still go for it. Get a lot of first serves in. Whereas Madison Keys is trying too hard.
Unbelievable. And look at this Quicksilver foot speed.
14.
Who spent 4 months in a peg leg and a brace only this year. It's extraordinary.
15.
I've seen videos and watched Kamal Murray work on that exact backhand when she had the injury. Step in, open stance with the backhand down the line, and boy, has she made it work for her this tournament.
30-14.
First ace since opening service game of the match. She held very comfortably, held the first two very comfortably. Since then, nothing really has gone right for Keys. Still facing a break point in this game. Stevens is flying out here, and it's another break of the Keys serve.
Stevens leads 2 games to love. Second set.
That was an unbelievable return. Passing shot there from Stevens. But you have to remember, it's not just about coming in, it's when you come in. And when Keys is getting down in games, it's freeing Sloane Stevens up to hit those kinds of shots.
Oh my goodness.
What's happened to the nets this year at the US Open?
That is a huge point. You've just got your first break in the second set. You're leading a set and 2 love, and something like that happens. It can jumpstart your heart a little bit quick. And you saw Kamal Murray stand up after that. He is intense. He's intense on the practice court with her. He's intense when he goes out for coaching visits. He's very much about fighting. Don't give anything up, and he's really made a difference for her in these moments.
Those are really the types of plays that Keys has to force herself to make. She's going to get past sometimes, but that's how she can keep sustaining pressure and minimizing the dangers and the risk. Doing everything so comfortably. She's clear on her decision making, and strategically she is just playing a better match.
Going Sloane Stevens' way, how quickly it's unraveling on Keys. 6 games in a row for the 24-year-old. She leads by a set and a break.
3 games to love.
But it's very much advantage Sloane Stevens out here in this US Open final. How does Keys get back on track here?
This is where you have to actually just completely reset and say, what is it that I do well again? How have I got to this point? Picking targets, being aggressive, stepping into the court. But the problem is when A game isn't working, it's hard for her to have patience, and we're seeing that right now. And she's playing against someone who has loads of patience. playing a player that is not a Caroline
40.
Wozniacki type of player that just makes a lot of balls and makes you miss. Sloane can hit the ball so big from the back of the court.
Guys, you can sense though that Keys, it's like she's falling
15-14.
off of a cliff, and she's not allowing these points to evolve a little bit more, where maybe Stevens would make a mistake. We've also seen some flashes of brilliance from Keys
30-14.
that last point. But for a big hitter, overall, she's playing the worst type of match that you can play, which is going for everything on the first or second ball.
First double of the match smells a double break for Sloane Stevens.
Stevens leads 4 games to that. Second
There's been
set.
so many scripts that we could not have written over this fortnight. And here is another one.
Now the problem is for Madison, she starts thinking about how embarrassing this is for her. She was the favorite going into this, 2-1 favorite, and now quickly down a set and 4 love. And you cannot forget about the last time they played. Sloane Stevens won that match comfortably 6-4, 6-2. I mean, it's not the finals of a Grand Slam, but head-to-heads matter. And particularly playing someone older than you. Now it's a matter of Sloane Stevens being able to control her nerves because it's right there in front of her for the taking.
Very difficult for 2 Americans out here on this Arthur Ashe Stadium. Who do the fans pull for? But right now, they just want a match.
Yep.
Love 14.
It's taken 50 minutes, but Madison Keys has her first break points.
I cannot stress enough. 5 unforced errors from Sloane Stevens in this match. It's 25 for Madison. Oh. And only her 8th winner of the match. She hasn't needed to pull the trigger, but she can pull the trigger. And that's the beauty of Sloane Stevens and how well she can play.
In just her 5th tournament of the season. Incredible. Still facing a break point here, though. Stubbsy, if she can keep this up to the finish line, this has got to be one of these great performances from a first-time Grand Slam finalist. You talked about the intensity Kamau wanted to bring out here. There it is.
Advantage, Stevens.
That was a frustration. Forehand return. You can see on her face how disappointed she is.
Both of you have talked about it, how this crowd wants to match it. It's so difficult. You're out here alone. You aren't playing your best tennis. And for Keys, she is fighting herself as much as she is fighting Stevens, trying to find a way into this set.
Advantage, Stevens.
You can see there on that point, the very end, Keys just kind of pulled up a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, throughout Sloane Stevens' career, she's always looked nonchalant. Well, boy, has that helped her today.
Game, Stevens.
7 games in a row for Stevens, and she is 1 game from the title. She leads by a set and 5 love.
Stevens leads 5 games.
For all she's achieved over this fortnight, Madison Keys, I think we don't really want to see a love set here. Big hand for her if she can hold. Lindsay Davenport has worked so hard with her over the last couple of years to stop her panicking when things aren't going right in the court, to stop her over-pressing, but it's all unravelled on her out here today, and we're seeing the old Madison.
Yep. And the very new Sloane Stevens.
30-40.
After just 57 minutes. Championship point for Sloane Stevens. I don't know about you, Chandra, is your heart starting to race a little faster down there?
It is, and you could see that previous point. Keys was almost in tears, but managed to recover enough to win it.
Stevens
right now. This is a big stadium. The crowd is ready for a match, and she feels the disappointment of this moment. So tough to play your best.
Oh! She needs about 20 more of those to get out of this particular pickle. Well done, Madison Keys.
Lindsay's like, where was that about an hour ago?
Well, if she can just hang on for
Advantage,
another
Keys.
few seconds, it will stop this being the quickest US Open Women's Final. That was Clijsters defeating Zvonareva 59 minutes 7 years ago.
Use.
She made it to the hour. She'll be happy to know that. That is not one record you want.
She has been
Advantage,
through
Stevens.
so much over the past 12 months, and it just shows you what happens when something you love is taken away from you. It is the new Sloane Stephens, and she has a third championship point. From surgery to success, Sloane Stephens is the US Open champion. And the image, that photo, the one of those two embracing it, that will be on the front pages of every major newspaper across the world tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Grow up and appreciate what she has.
Sybil Smith raised Sloane essentially on her own. Her father was not a part of her life. They had a moment not long before.
The 2017 U.S. Women's Singles Champion, Sloane Stephens.